Alright guys, it's Jahlon with the Paradox Gaming Network, and today I am doing another Fractured video. I have to admit that the more I cover Fractured, the more I dig into it, the more I am falling in love with this game, so much that I actually threw down some money on their Kickstarter. They're so close to meeting their goal. I was like, I can do it. I can skip one entertainment venue this week and just give them a little bit of money. So I want to dig into it. Now, if you've never heard of Fractured before, I've been covering it for a while, sharing their stuff. I've already done one video on it, but I want to tell you guys that they are aiming to be, by their own words, the first open world sandbox MMORPG, mixing action combat with a fully interactable environment, appealing to lovers of competitive and cooperative gameplay. Now, I can't go over all of those points in this video today, but I am going to tell you that the fully interactable environment thing is something I looked into, and they really do have a plan for that. Cutting through water, freezing water, dropping water on people, sort of those things we wanted from EQ Next. It looks like Dynamite's going to pull off. So in weeks to come, when I do more Fractured videos, I will dissect this definition more and more. For today, though, talking about a sandbox MMORPG in an open world, the big question of, is housing important? If you guys follow my shows, my Twitch, my YouTubes, I talk about housing is like the thing right now. People need to have their housing, and they even admit, Dynamite Studios even says, a sound housing system is pretty much mandatory for a proper sandbox MMO. Absolutely right. We started seeing it in Star Wars Galaxies, but it wasn't a sound housing system. You're getting chased. You just drop down your house and run in it. They note the Ultima Online problem, which really makes me want to give them like a virtual high five. They're like, yeah, houses were everywhere. Ultima Online is a textbook example of poor design. You had houses everywhere you could shove a house. So, what did Dynamite Studios say? They released this image. Now, yes, I get it. It's not like the most swanky image you've ever seen. It doesn't need to be. It's a graphical representation of their idea. They divide the world up into 4 areas. Town areas. Haha, spot you can put a town. Love names. Neutral areas, free areas, and claimed areas. So this is kind of how the world's going to go. Neutral areas. Nothing can go there. It's neutral. Dungeons, NPC villages, other important locations. You can't drop a house there. That makes sense. Free areas, place you can put a house on your own outside of a town. It's just a single plot of land. You can build a home, put your crafting stations, your farms, your livestock. It's a claimed area then. Once you put down your property, it's claimed. It's not free. Your building can't be destroyed, your cultivations can't be pillaged, but hostile players can show up and stand in your front yard. Now, a word on that, there are PvP-enabled worlds, there are PvP-not-enabled worlds. This isn't realms, this isn't servers. I will be talking about PvP in another video, but yeah, there are planets you can stay on and be completely safe. There are planets you can go to and it's going to be PvP all the time. We'll talk about that in another video. Towns. I love the fact that they're setting up predefined areas for towns. Now, in an ideal world, in a perfect system, we would be able to put our town anywhere we want. Probably not quite there yet with technology. So the programmers have to give us a box. That's why it's called a sandbox, not a beach. We don't have beach games. We have sandbox games. You got to have a system of rules, and then you get to play in the sand. So one of the rules is there are predefined areas. When you go to a predefined area for a town where a village or a city used to exist, it's going to be filled with bad guys, antagonists. Once you clear them out, you build that first house, you have that first citizen, you now have a hamlet. There's no rules, there's no rulers. If the hamlet grows in prestige, somebody can run for governor. It could be that first citizen, it could be the most recent guy, whoever wants to do it. A hamlet can grow into a town, a city, or a metropolis, but not all locations can grow into a city or a metropolis, which is pretty good. Again, I get people like, man, we should be able to do anything, anywhere. Yeah, limitation by code. You can have two different types of towns and so on. You can have a guild town where the governor has absolute power. He can kick people out. He's like Negan. He runs the show. There are no elections except in exceptional circumstances, and like the guild leader goes AWOL, doesn't come back to the game. The town's not going to be punished for that. They're going to be able to have a special circumstances election. Or you can have a free town. The governor of a free town cannot kick people out, but he can be kicked out by election. Talk about that. The governor, the man with the plan, he is the one and only ruler, answerable only to himself and his voters. He shapes the town. He sets the NPC shops, purchase prices of the remainder of the plots. He can ban citizens in the guild town example, sets the tax rates, manages the town coffers. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have an EVE Online-like scandal in Fractured. You're going to have a huge metropolis with millions in the bank, and the governor is just going to bounce. Sounds a lot like Illinois governors. Governors, you can kick out a jerk governor by vote if it's in a free town, or by force on some of these specific worlds. Not going to go into that right now because I have to have a better understanding for all of you to understand the PvP nature of those worlds. But just realize, yeah, you can get rid of a guy by force. In a free town, 21 days between elections, you can trigger an election. We're really hoping they change this to 30 just from a mechanics point of view. I'll show you why on the timeline in a second. Or if a governor's account has been inactive for too long, it'll trigger an election. Now, why do I think 30 days instead of 21? Because you got 2 days to declare candidacy, you got 3 days to campaign, and 2 days for the election. So you got 7 days of election time, and then 3 weeks. I don't want trolly people just triggering off the election cycle every 21 days. Just problematic. I hope they make that 30. But we'll see in testing. I mean, we got to test it first. Speaking of testing, I need your help. My referral link is in the description below. I am trying to work my level up in the foundation so that I can get a pre-alpha key, so I can jump into the game, do some first look stuff, do some testing. You'll see I got 21 people recruited the game already. Really, really cool way that Dynamite has set this up. Once you sign up for the game, you got these like mini tasks to do. Confirm your email address, visit the forums, add a picture to your forum profile. They just want you to be involved. And I only cut and pasted one. There's like 4 columns of things you can do for points. And so you get swag for those points. So what you got is all these different levels of going up in the foundation gives you points. But as you see, I've highlighted 3 of them early on. Up to level 60 was pretty quick. Just read the blog stuff, read the newsletter. You get in-game gold. So once you purchase the game, you're getting cash shop gold for being involved with the game while it's in development. That's hella cool for them to do that. That is just them saying, hey, we want to build the hype and we want to reward you for being on the hype train early. So that description, in the description below is my referral link. If you guys just want to check it out, sign up and then just do some bits and pieces. Get yourself some free currency. And that's it, guys. If you want to talk Fractured, feel free to shoot me an email. Talk to me in Discord. Discord's the easiest. I'm on it all day long. You can jump into my Twitch on Wednesdays or Fridays. And then as always, guys, special thanks to my sponsors at Patreon. These guys are awesome. I have a pile of money now. I'm going to be giving away some copies of a new game called Warlords Awakening this week. I'm also going to have money in the kitty later so that I can give away a couple of copies of Fractured when the time comes. Anyway, guys, I need to go into post-production now, do all that cool video editing stuff, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Hey, where are you going? You're not done yet. See these videos? This video's up here to watch. You gotta go over here. Hit the chibi. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the webpage. And I'll see you guys on Twitch.